Hi guys, so today I'm going to be filming my palette collection. I already have a makeup collection and I'll link it in the bottom, but I kind of like to watch these kind of videos and I feel like there's not that many of them. Palettes are like a problem that I have. So I have quite a few. I'm kind of on a no palette buying thing. Watch, let me show you. Hold on. Ha! I have a palette wish list on my phone. So I don't know if you could see that. Is it gonna let you read it? Maybe not. There you go. So I'm trying to only buy like one palette every like 3 to 6 months because, as you will see, I have a couple. I just can't resist them. It's like you get a lot for your money, you get a lot of product, you know. I like single shadows and single blushes and stuff too, but it's just like, for some reason when they come in a palette, it's like, I need you more. But I'm going to show you all my palettes from eyeshadows, even like my ones that I made myself, just briefly. I'm not going to go through all the colors. And like contour palettes, blush palettes. The only palettes I'm not going to show are my foundation palettes, foundation and concealer. For some reason I have a lot of concealer and foundation palettes. Why, I don't know. And yes, I do makeup on other people, but I still feel like I have more than I should because I have more than what's in my kit. And I'm also not going to show you the palettes that are in my freelance kit because I'm going to do that a different time. Okay, I'm just going to start off and I'm going to briefly tell you, I don't do anything briefly. I'm going to attempt to briefly tell you what I feel about each palette. Okay, this first one is a Z palette. And this is my only Z palette that I have that's not in my kit. This is my everyday palette. It looks super dirty because I use it all every single day. And I think I'm going to do a video on just this because my ride or die is right here. Love that one. I'm just going to pull them randomly too. There's no order because that's my life. And then I have a lip palette. This is just a bunch of lipsticks. Some of them have two. These are the larger pan and these are the smaller pan. This is just like a MAC double side palette. I really like those palettes for cream stuff. And then I have another one right here. Looks like this. This is only a single one. Okay, let me show you these first. I had started to collect the e.l.f. palettes, the e.l.f. Disney palettes, and I stopped. I haven't got the Elsa one, but I have Jasmine too, and I don't know why it's not here. I don't know what I did with it. I put them away because I don't use them. But yeah, I have Snow White, whatever this is, Sleeping Beauty, and Ariel. And I have Jasmine too. I just don't know what I did with it. Okay. The next two are like the ones you can get from eBay or Beach Cosmetics or Coastal Scents. The first one is I have a 120 palette. This was like my first palette I ever bought, and I still love this palette. Like, I take my neutral shadows mostly, but if I need a small condensed kit and I want to take some color, I'll take that one. The next one, this is usually in my face painting kit, but for some reason it's here. I haven't used it that much, but it's a neon palette, and I think, yeah, they're mostly matte. And they have really decent pigmentation, so that's nice. Okay, then I have a MAC neutral palette. And if you guys want videos or reviews or anything or blog posts, just tell me down below on anything that I show you. And then I have this one. This one is my more used one. As you can tell, there's some with pans showing. And then I have, this is the MAC Warm Neutral palette. It comes pre-made. I want the cool one, but I can't justify doing it. I can't. This one, oh, this is a trio. By the way, I'm only showing palettes that are 6 or more, but this one's in here. This is a Marc Jacobs trio in the mod, so might as well since it's sitting right there. Ooh, and that's a Stila trio. I'm failing. And then I have this Sephora palette. It's called Calypso Soul Color Palette. I don't know, it's blue. It has really cute packaging. I don't know where I got this, to be honest. I don't know if I got it in a swap or my mom gave it to me or I don't know, but it has some nice greens. Not the best quality, but it's very decent. It's very decent. The next ones are Naked. So I have Naked 2, I don't even think, I mean, not Naked 2. Naked Basics 2. Naked Basics 1. Naked 2. Naked 3. And the original Naked. Naked 3 is my favorite, by the way, in case you were curious. And then I have this one. This is a Too Faced, I think this was called Sweet Indulgences palette. It was like a limited edition one for holidays at some point in time. I think it was not last year, but the year before. No, maybe 3 years ago? I don't know. It comes in a cute tin. It's really bulky and a bitch to store, so. And then I have the Urban Decay Vice 3, which I still haven't used. And I really want the Vice LTD palette, but girlfriend hasn't touched that one, so. Then I have a Tarte palette. These came in sets. I have two that kind of have like the same, they have like similar print, but they have like a little bit different of a shape. This one came from the set from Sephora a couple years ago, like this one. Tartes aren't like, they're just very dependable, but they're not like amazing. Do you know what I mean? And that one, I like the first one better. And then I have Kat Von D Spellbinding palette. Love this one. Don't use it that often, but I do. I had bought the one from this year, the Star. No, and I don't usually return things, especially palettes, because I was just like, oh, it's okay, you're not horribly disgusting, but you can just be happy with the family, especially if I have one. I have like this weird thing, like, see, I have the Vice palettes. I have to have them all. You know, like Naked palettes, but whatever. This is Vice 2. And then I have this one that I've had for a while. This is such a good palette, especially if you freelance and you just want something like, I could put those in my bag and do pretty much any neutral look with some color. And this is the Smashbox Photo Op Mega palette, and this was like a QVC exclusive a couple of years ago. Love this. And Smashbox eyeshadows are not my very favorite, but I like them still. And then I have the Too Faced Everything Nice palette, which I'm sure everybody's seen. Too Faced A Few of My Favorite Things palette. Oh, I'm sorry, I shook you. And then I have Benefit Cheeky Sweet Spot, which is a blush palette. And I told you I would say what I thought about them, and obviously I guess that's not really necessary because I pretty much like all of them because I have them. And this is my newest palette. This is my newest palette. I got it on sale on the QVC website. It was $25 on sale, and then there was a 20% off that worked on this. So score, and I really do like this palette. I was kind of surprised just because I've seen the original and swatched the original, but I've never been wowed. But this is the Naturally Pretty palettes, Naturally Pretty Celebration palette by It Cosmetics. Really like that one. And then I have a couple of Makeup Forever, like big palettes, and they sell these at Sephora now. Did you know? I don't know if it's online only, but they're online. I have a few more of these in my kit, but these are the ones that I not using in there right now. And by the way, I didn't mention that if I want to use a palette in my kit, like any of these palettes, I'll just sanitize it and put it in there, and vice versa. You know what I mean? So, but I don't usually. I have like my tried and true in there. So, but this is a powder palette. These are all Lancome dual finish powders, and this one and this one are bronzers from Lancome. My friend gave me those. Those are good, but they smell like perfume, and I don't like that. And this one is my, I don't know why this is in here. This is usually my kit. This is one of my favorites. These are La Femme, and then I have this. These are some Anastasia contours and the Ben Eye color. And those are two Ben Eye colors. And like I said, if I wanted to have a really small kit and I was doing neutral eyes, I would just take these two. I could, but that doesn't happen. Okay, so now we're to the drawer. I'm just gonna start pulling them out, like I said. So I have this one. I have one of these in my kit, and I have one for myself. It's empty because I have them in different palettes that I use for different things. And I have the Tarte Rainforest After Dark. This one, I love this one. And they came out with a new one, or I just saw it on Instagram. It's gonna have to happen because It's just gonna have to happen. Okay, let's see. So then I have my NARS Guy Bourdon whatever palette. I don't touch this that much, but I'm gonna try to. I have my Tarte Be Magnificent palette. I love this one. This one is so nice. Love it. I have my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This is a newer one. This one might be the newest one to my collection, actually. I'm sure you've seen that. Let's see what's in here. MAC. This is one of my MAC ones. It's not in my kit. Yep. And here's another one. And then I have the Tarte, what was this? Off the Cuff palette from a couple Christmases ago. And then I have this Tarte one, which was, I don't remember what it was called, but it looked like this, and it had like a wallet thing. I actually don't touch those, and I should. And then I have the Stila in the light palette, which everybody loves. I don't know if Stila discontinued these or not, but I am unsure. This one is the Stila in the Moment, and this one is Stila in the Garden. I used to have Stila in the matte one of these, in the blue palette. I don't know where that went, so that's depressing. And that was actually my favorite one. That's probably why I lost it, because I used to take it places. And then I have two Tarte ones that came in this past holiday season's kit from QVC. They look like this, and they kind of banged it together because they're this one's my favorite of the two. They don't have names or anything, but I really like that one, and I really like that one. So then I have my Lorac Unzipped. This is the original one. I want the gold one, but like I said, I'm trying to be a good girl. And then I have 3 Inglot 10 pen palettes. I have one more, but that's the one that I keep in my kit. I like Inglot. It's not my favorite though. They're not my favorite. I don't know what it is about them that, like, they're really good. They have, I don't dislike them, and obviously I have 40 of them, so actually I have more than 40 because I have some in my other Z palette too. So then I have this little palette. This is like a CD thing that I have a bunch of these just for random stuff, but I have like little ones that need a home. So these are all Bare Minerals ones, and that's a Ben I. So I need to get a palette for those. Oh, it's quad, no quads. And then I have Too Faced Natural Eye. This is the original kind, the original one. I've seen the new, because they changed some shades and changed the packaging of that one, and I've seen the new one, and I kind of want that one too, but I'm like, no. And then I have Too Faced Matte Eye. Yeah, it's a good one that I haven't used a ton. Oh, and then I have Sugar Pill. Oh, these are quads. Oh, okay. Sugar Pill. This one is, which one? Heartbreaker. And this one is Burning Heart. And I really want the other one, which is, I don't remember. I'm sure it's something heart. But it was always sold out when I was trying to get it, and then I kind of like lost interest, I guess. And I have the Urban Decay. This is the Anarchy face case. This was okay. I actually got it from a friend. I don't think I would have paid however much this was. What is like $40? Right. Then I have an old Kat Von D palette. This is the Beethoven palette. I'm not sure if she still makes this. And that was never one of my favorites, to be honest. And then I have some Sonia Kashuk palettes. I have the Ion Neutral Shimmer, which is shimmery neutrals. And then I have its like sister, which is the matte, the Ion Neutral 2. And then I had this one. I think this one is limited edition. This one is the Jewel of an Eye. I really liked this one when I saw it in the store because it just looks like such fall and like jewel tone colors. And again, Sonia Kashuk, I like her eyeshadows. They're not my favorite. And honestly, I don't have a specific favorite brand. I have favorite shadows from different places, but then I can't just say like a blanket statement like that's my favorite. Do you know what I mean? Like I like things from everywhere, but there's something about Sonia Kashuk that like the texture is just like a little bit off. And I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but like with my dry eyes, I find that my dry eyelids, dry eyeballs, that doesn't make a difference. Anyways, they kind of just move around. And this is a random blush palette. This is a MAC palette, so I have 4 MAC shadows. This is a Bare Minerals, and that's 2 Wet n Wild shadows. And then I'm going to show you all of these, but I'm going to show you them very quickly. And not all of them are MAC. Some of them are, well, the majority of them are MAC, but some of them are Coastal Scent and Morph. So this is my Smoky palette. And then I have this random that these don't have places to live. Then I have pinks and purples and oranges. How are these? I just put them however they fit. And these are greens, blues, and yellows. And then this is a random palette, because I have some palettes that are like, what is this? It's because they don't fit in other palettes that I want them in, or I just took them out of one of the ones in my kit or whatever. So I have a black lipstick, and I need to fill these up. I have bought lipsticks that are like different colors, like blue and yellow and green, but I haven't done it yet. And then, yeah, random, I know. And then I have a uni palette, which what's in here? Oh, these are some more La Femme blushes and a Ben color. Okay. Then I have 2 Shady Lady palettes, volume 1, volume 2. And again, this is like, I feel the same way about these that I feel about Sonia Kashuk. They're really soft and smooth, but there's something off. I think I just don't like them when they're not really finely milled. And that's kind of my problem with the shimmery ones from Sonia Kashuk. And the same with the balm. Sorry. Okay, let's see. More Urban Decay. Is that all back there? Okay. This was one of my first ever, like, I told you that 120 palette was my first palette, but this is like my first ever, like, prestige brand one. I've had it for years and years. This is the Ammo palette by Urban Decay. It's a nice palette, I guess. I don't use it that much anymore. And then I have Urban Decay, which one was this? What is this called? Shadow Box? I don't remember. I had this years ago, and this was my only palette, like, that I would use. And I ended up, like, using all of these ones down here, and then eventually got lost and gross. And this was on sale at Ulta for, like, $10 at one point, like, had a special, so I had got that one. Haven't really used it there. And then I have the Urban Decay Glinda palette. Looks like that, and apparently my purple one is breaking, so that's fun times. And then I have my Urban Decay Electric palette, and I'm sure that, oops, you want to see this part? I'm sure everybody has seen that. And then I have a Ben Nye Breast Color palette. They're all Ben Nye except for this one is a La Femme, that one is an Essence, and that one is a Stila. And I have a Marc Jacobs palette, which I never used, so cool. That's a lot of money to not touch things. I'm trying to be better about using stuff, because it's ridiculous. It gets ridiculous. That's why I kind of haven't been buying palettes, and I've been being super picky about things, because I just feel like I buy things, and I'm like, hey, yeah, my same purple Z palette, the first palette I showed you, that's what I use like every day, so. Anyways, then I have Urban Decay. This was the 15th anniversary palette. This is a really good palette, actually. I've used this one quite a bit. For some reason, the pink has a dip in it. When did I wear pink eyeshadow? I don't know. And then I have my little handy dandy palette here. And this has Urban Decay Book of Shadows 3 and 4. And the best silver ever. That comes out of, it's the most metallic. I love that one. It comes out of the Hip Duo in Platinum. I don't know if they still make it or not, but that's what that is. And then I have my last palette is my Sephora. Hey, I forgot my other 2 Z palettes. Over there. Maybe I think I'm going to do a video on how all my, like, custom filled ones anyway. So anyways, this one has Makeup Geek and Morphe. Is it Morphe? I think Morphe sounds weird, but whatever. Yeah. My favorite one in here is probably Creme Brulee by Makeup Geek. It's that one right there. And then I also really like, wait, This one? Is it this one? This one. Yeah, this one. No. It's not this one. It's this one. Never mind. Never mind. I like this one. You know, and if you buy a Z palette from Sephora, I think these are the domed ones, because these are quite thick. And now I can't show you in comparison to my other Z palette because it's buried underneath all these palettes that I just showed you. And that was the last one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So, after I edit this, it's going to be under 20 minutes. Yay me! I know that was really fast and probably not helpful because I didn't really talk about them, but I just like to see palette videos. I love palettes. It's a problem. But yeah. If you saw any on my wish list that you have that you think that I need, which, be real, probably eventually I'm going to get them, but like, slowly I need to just like stop like binge buying things, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm gonna go to Ulta today and I like these 4 palettes, so I'm gonna buy them all. We're not doing that no more. So yeah, if you guys have any palettes you suggest, or you want to see anything, or you want to have any questions, just